Yes, indeed. We are back in action like we never left for a few months. But listen, it's Points and Joints back again with the Futures podcast for the NBA season. Let me just go ahead and jump right in it then. We got the Nuggies, man. I'm heavy on the Nuggies. It might be our year. I know that sounds crazy. Okay, so yeah, I'm heavy on the Nugs. Big time on the Nuggies this year. Back-to-back MVP. We got MPJ back in the rotation. We also got Jamal Murray. I just think that we're a sleeper team in the West. We might fuck around with it all this year and get that first chip to the city. So that's my long shot pick, Nuggets to win the finals. Plus 2,000 right now on FanDuel, which is, I think, the highest odds I've found it at. Kind of crazy, right?
The name of this game is one word. It starts with an I. It's injuries.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Injuries can work in their favor since we have the Juggernaut and the Warriors in the West to worry about. Now the Clippers looking like they're going to be a good team and contender out the West. Those are only two teams I'm worried about getting past is the Nuggets and the Warriors. And I mean, not the Nuggets and the Warriors. The Warriors and the Clippers and possibly the Suns. Those are the three toughest competitors we have in our conference. So in any regard, I'm going to take that as a long shot play. Just throw a little half a unit on it, see if I can make a rack. But for my more sensible plays, I'm going with the Nuggets over 49.5 wins. They cleared, or I think they had like 47 or so last year without Jamal and MPJ. So I think 49.5, 50 wins, 3 more wins when you have 2 of your solid starters back in the rotation is not too much to ask for. So I'm rocking with that. And I'm also taking the Nuggets to win the division. That's at minus 165 on all of these are on DraftKings, by the way. These are the lowest lines and best value I was able to find. So over 49.5 wins on DK for minus 140 for the Nuggets. And then we also have them winning the division minus 165. So pretty favorited there because I think we only have like Pelicans or Trailblazers. I think maybe the T-Wolves. Or no, I can't remember who's in our division, but it's looking like they're favored to win for a reason. So I'm going to take that for sensible play. And then my next pick is going to be the Memphis Grizzlies over 48.5 wins. I have no clue why this line's so low. That team was easily one of the best sleepers from last season, coming into this season with even more momentum, good coaching, solid bench play. Jaws going crazy, Desmond Bane's cooking. I think 48.5 wins is easy, or not easy, but it's doable for them in an 82-game season. So I'm rocking with that for my second or third, I guess, official play. So I got Nuggets over 49.5 wins, Memphis over 48.5 wins, Nuggets to win the division. Then I also have Pelicans to make the playoffs for minus 165 because Zion bike, and he's linking up with CJ, Brandon Ingram, Valanciunas. That's a pretty solid starting, unit for them if they can maintain their health, which with Zion's always a damn toss-up, so ain't no telling with that. But I do think they have a pretty good chance to be like an 8th seed, make it in like towards the bottom of the pack in terms of the Western Conference, just sneak in on like a 7th or 8th seed, so, or maybe even just fuck around in the play-in spot. But I do think that they'll fuck around and make the playoffs this year, minus 165. They made it last year without Zion, so that's a pretty big feat on its own. And the CJ trade helped out a lot mid-season. So, and then lastly, I have the Heat to win the division. Another pretty easy pick there because the competition for that is pretty weak. So I'm going to take the Heat to win the division, minus 165. And that Pelicans make the playoffs is the same value, minus 165. So those are all my 5 plays for official plays. And then I have 2 more long shots that I'll just throw in on the end since I'm just rambling right now. That's most improved player. I'm going to give it to Zion for plus 1,400. The only 2 people ahead of him right now is Tyrese Maxey, I think Tyrese Halliburton, and one other person I can't remember right now. But I think he's pretty much a shoo-in if he can fuck around and finish off the season and not miss too many games. He's coming back with a lot of energy. We've seen a lot of his, preseason performances. They weren't super stand out, but I do think he can start off on a tear. But only if he can figure out a way to stay healthy and on the floor. So that's my last long shot pick outside of MVP. which I'm thinking it might go back to the guards this time. So I'm taking Ja Morant at plus 1,500 odds, and the Zion pick was plus 1,400. I'm not sure if I said that already, but them is all my future plays. We're going to see where the chips may land, and I'll go ahead and let you take it away.
All right. So for my future picks, what I got going on right now is I think the Western Conference is going to win the finals, a team from the West. I think the West is still the team to beat, or the conference to beat. They're super stacked. It's for like minus 115. Easy cash right there. I felt like my pick for the team to win the Eastern Conference, I'm rolling with the Sixers, just because the Sixers, I feel like they got a lot of dogs on their team. Tyrese out there just been balling since been balling. If James can just find a way to just stay productive and healthy, I think they have a solid team. I think they got a good defensive squad with the addition of PJ Tucker. It's going to allow for, like, them slashers to get to the hole. You got to respect PJ in that corner, because he's just going to sit there and post up, and he'll give you about 2-3 if he had. So, I like them to win the East. I also like the Pelicans to win over on their games. They're my team this year. I'm backing. Last year was the Cavs. Still backing the Cavs with the addition of Don. I think that they win over on their amount this year as well.
You don't have
really
the line?
Depends, guys. I think it's 48.5. I think, it's really just a toss-up this year. You got to be careful. A lot of teams are trying to tank and shit, so you got to really just know what a team's motivation is like, if they're just looking to trade or if they're looking to compete. So, I do like the Pelicans because, like you said, Zion's coming back, and that man's looking like he's going to be that man. As far as awards, I got a plus money, plus 145 for LeBron to break the record for, being the all-time scorer in NBA history on the Lakers floor. I really don't see the Lakers missing this opportunity to have all the legends on the floor. They're going to have a Kobe montage. They're going to be showing all the Laker great moments on camera as this moment unveils. I don't see them missing that chance to do it on the road. So I think that is a steal. And as it gets closer to the season, I think if that bet even stays available, I promise you it would swing towards the favorites. So.
Hell yeah, I like that play too. And just so for the record, Cavs are at 47.5 wins, and then you had Pelicans over.
Yeah,
they're at 44.5. So those are much easier lines to hit.
I
it's
like
basically
it.
Just asking for 500.
Exactly.
Out of these niggas, just a little over 5.
They got Donovan Mitchell. I don't think he's really in. The Cavs, if you watched them last year, they really were honestly in competition mode then. They just needed, if they didn't have Sexton injured or lose
Ricky Rubio. That nigga had his best year I've ever seen.
Yeah, they could have actually
off the bench
did top 3 in the East, because they were trending that direction. They were holding it down, top covering team in the league at one point. So and then as far as my MVP, I'm liking that boy Luka. He's just about to be in his bag. We're talking 40-point triple doubles. I'm expecting a tear, man. This man is supposedly in the best shape of his life. Like, the eye test is saying it. He's saying it. I don't really see Luka not being able to get the job done. Maybe Jokic 3-peats, who knows?
Listen, man, it's a steep competition. It's really hard to just gauge one person when the big's been dominating that goddamn award the last 4 seasons.
Exactly. I ain't gonna lie though, a sleeper pick for MVP, my man Tatum. Like, he's just one year away from just being so Kobe-esque. It's just gonna be undeniable. But that's pretty much it for my future plays right there.
All right, let's get the odds out there so we know what odds we hitting on, because that's equally important. Let's go to the awards. So most improved has Tyrese Maxey and Anthony Edwards and Tyrese Halliburton ahead of Zion, which I don't know how that happened, but we're going to see. As far as regular season MVP, Luka's at plus 425. Pretty good odds, and he's the most favored right now. Then you had Jason Tatum plus 1,400, which is about the same as my John Morant. So they about the same value there. Which ain't a bad look. I thought you had a lean on defensive player of the year. You're not running that one.
Oh no. Let me see who they have the candidates for. Oh, no, I might have looked at it. Nah, I was saying I thought maybe Evan Mobley might get Defensive Player of the Year. I could maybe see it, but honestly, bro,
I mean, he's top 5 right now, favorite.
that nigga Giannis probably gonna take it, bro.
Well,
Oh
Rudy
yeah, I said
Gobert is the
Jerry
most
Jackson
favored.
Jr. could do it too. Yeah, Rudy is the most favored just because. I mean, he
That's
is
what he
super
out there
good
to do. That's just his
defensively.
identity.
Exactly.
He just want to be
But
Mr. Defense. But
yeah, we'll see what happens if he can get it or not. I don't know. Like we just said, he's on a whole new team, so we'll have to see how that pans out.
And we're gonna run this play back that we ran, or I ran last year. But we just gonna call it official collab play. We're gonna go both on Jordan Poole over. I mean, not over, but for 6th man of the year.
Oh yeah,
he's the most favored right now at plus 400.
Boom.
So yeah, we just gotta pray that Draymond keep his wits about himself, and the Warriors can still continue to be a dominant team, which always been our favorite team anyway. But
exactly,
we gonna see what happens. You know what I'm saying? I hate rooting for the favorite every year, back to back. Like, I want to see a dog fucking around this year and just surprise everybody. And I think, shit, if not the Nuggets, the Grizzlies.
I was just gonna say I like your pick for the Grizzlies just because I feel like they have enough talent and enough youth to try to dodge like the injuries that these older teams face. So
right.
We'll see what happens.
But yeah, it's gonna be an exciting season. I feel like there's more balance talent-wise in the league than probably in the last 15, 20 years, because all these super teams linking up and all this other bullshit going on behind the scenes.
Absolutely.
People being injured for 2 seasons, like Kawhi and shit like that, coming back, and Clay too when he came back last year. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of shaking up going on in the NBA. I don't know what the first detrimental injury is gonna be. I don't pray that on anybody, like, or wish that on anybody. So
never.
It's inevitable. It's gonna happen to some team that's a powerhouse right now. They're gonna lose one of their main guys, and then just somebody else, a sleeper picks, just gonna climb up the ranks and sneak up in there.
Exactly.
So I'm excited for this season.
It's gonna be interesting, man. Like you said, we're gonna have to see what happens. Warriors still the team to beat, but like you said, Nuggets, we gonna be at them games, so
yeah,
I'll have to point some joints.
I'm excited for that shit. And the Lakers game, I think, is the one of the first home games we have.
Yeah, is that the one we said we was going to?
We gonna try. I don't know what them tickets is looking like yet, but I've been seeing a whole lot of niggas trying to buy that shit, try to see LeBron one more time.
Exactly.
In the city, so we're gonna have to check that out. And either way, we're gonna be live and direct. Tapping
Make sure
in
y'all
all
go
season.
Ahead and tap into the Discord.
Exactly. That was the last point I wanted to leave off. We got the P&J Discord, which will be dropped in the description. Free to join, but if you want to be a part of the VIP plays, it's gonna cost you. You know that. So right now we're running $10 a week, which is a $40 a month sub. But right now to the end of the year, we're doing half off. So $20 a month, $5 a week. You really can't beat that. Get behind these slips and try to guap up with it. So,
and I'm gonna tell you like this: this man has flipped $10 and made $6,000 before. So that's where that 10. It
was 50. It was 10 to make 4,500. Then I made another 15 on like another $30, $40 bets. But either way, it's that type of value that we bring into the table. So if y'all want to get in on part of that, then go ahead and join that link at the bottom of the description and see if you can catch a bag with us. And again, to use that 50% off code to the end of the year, it's BBALL50. That's BBALL50. That gets you 50% off for your first month of VIP, which, why not? Test it out. $20. You're bound to make that back if nothing else. And if you don't make it back, then you probably weren't following the bets as they were laid out for you. So
you definitely weren't following the bets.
So yeah, we got a community that we're growing right now. We got about 40 subscribers right now. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and keep this gravy train rolling and see if we can get these YouTube subs to go up with it. So it's Points and Joints. It's your boy Russell Grande. It's your boy Slim Daily. It's you know what I'm saying. This is what we do. So basketball season right around the corner. We've been waiting for this to happen since the goddamn finals back in June. So
We have,
It
and
is about
this,
that
I'm gonna tell
time.
you like this, people. The first week, tap in. That is when the books don't know the lines yet. That's why you pay attention to the preseason. Use last year's stats, cope with your instincts, and I guarantee you, you'll probably bag up. All right, y'all. It's been real.